If you're in B2B marketing or sales, you know how difficult it is to find and land big prospects. But what if there was a consistent way to find and land these exact prospects time and time again? This video, I'm going to show you exactly how we do this with our clients so that they can consistently land these large prospects and continue to grow at a breakneck speed. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, I'm Dan Saavedra, and this is day 34 of 90 of the YouTube sprint on signal analytics. And today we're going to be talking about how to find and close big prospects in B2B. So if you were in marketing or sales, like I said, you're probably looking for those big hitters, right? You want to spend the least amount of resources to get the biggest clients possible. There's a lot of ways to do this. There's a lot of methodologies out there, but we're going to talk about the very specific way that we're able to grow our clients' revenue in the first quarter that we deploy solutions for them consistently with every single client that we worked with, right? And so there are certain criteria that you have to meet beforehand in order to take advantage of this type of growth strategy. But if you are in B2B and you have product or market fit to any degree, you have one channel working, either outbound or inbound, then this will work for you. And so I'm not going to go into who I am here. If you want to watch my other videos, I talk about that stuff. But I am going to show this client screenshot because it is relevant here. And so on the thumbnail, you might have seen this signal versus noise graph. And we do signal analytics. And so when we deploy our solutions here, we see results. And for this client, they have much bigger deals that they're closing. Their revenue is growing quarter over quarter after they release our solution. And so they landed bigger prospects at a more consistent rate. And you can see this here because on the left, this is the total number of opportunities that they have. We deployed in this quarter right here. So Q1 of 2023. And then you can see that their deals, total opportunities spiked here, but then it really averaged out. It's not like they were vastly increasing their number of opportunities. But then, as you can see, a couple quarters after, so this is a monthly graph, a couple quarters after, revenue starts climbing incredibly. And this is because they're closing bigger prospects more consistently than before. And so even with the same number of opportunities, or roughly the same number of opportunities, they are exploding their revenue because they're able to close those bigger prospects. So we're going to get into how that's done. And so with this graph that you saw in the thumbnail, we have a very simple explanation of what signals are and how signal analytics can work. And so if you picture this graph as data points that are collected about your customer journey, either from a contact perspective or from an account perspective, these are all the data points that you're getting. And you can analyze all these data points and they're not going to lead to anything because they're actually not correlated with any amount of success. They're just noise. But in these data sets, you'll have these signals, these spikes of data points that are indicative of a prospect who's going to convert and going to be a really good fit for your product or your service. And so this is what signal analytics is all about here. We're looking for these signals in all of these data points that we can take advantage of and then reverse engineer and then find more people who show those signals and focus on them instead of focusing on all this noise. And so a lot of clients that we come into, their data sets, their CRM, they have no idea what type of data points actually lead to success. And it's really difficult as a marketer or as a salesperson to have a full picture of what's going on with your customer journey. There's attribution, there's your CRM, there's your financial systems. And so it's really, really difficult to get access to all those systems and then to also get all that data in one spot. But it is possible, and there's a way to approach it so that you can get that access and get that insight. So when we're talking about signals here, these spikes that indicate a good fit prospect who's going to convert, it's usually comprised of these four things. This is how we break it down. You have your attribution portion, which is imperfect. We do the best we can collecting data off of the lead, information that they submit, information that we can track. We know that there are gaps. We know it's not perfect, but we use that as part of the signal data. And then we tie that together with unit economics, understanding how certain data points are leading to certain economics within the business. So profit per customer, lifetime value, all of your fundamental financial metrics are tied in with your attribution, and it's also tied in with dimensional data. So this can be data that you collect on your own, can be a third party tool that you purchase, intent data, stuff like that. And then we also combine this with conversion optimization. And so breaking down how long people are spending in certain stages, how they're progressing through the customer journey. And when we put all of these things together, we then have a pretty strong signal if it correlates with good unit economics. Good conversions, good unit economics, we've got a good signal. And then we use attribution and dimensional data to slice and dice it. And so that's the methodology that we're using with our clients to make sure that we can identify these signals. And on a more specific note here, this is how you will reverse engineer the signals. And so I put if you're low volume, but even if you're high volume, you can still do this to a degree. It's just more of an aggregate type analysis. If you're high volume, maybe you want to take the top 5% of customers, the best customers you have, the ones that make you the most money or the easiest to work with. But first, you're going to find your top 5 customers by LTV and LTGP, so lifetime value, lifetime gross profit. And these are the ones that you want to focus on. They're your ideal clients. You want to make more money. You want to do it in the easiest way possible. You want to acquire them in the cheapest way possible. And so we're going to try to reverse engineer what the best ones look like. 2, you are going to intimately know everything about their customer journey, contact and account based. If you're selling to larger organizations and you have multiple contacts involved in the decision-making process, then you are going to want to map out every single contact's journey and the entire account's journey. You want to know when person A came into the picture, how they got in, what meetings they were part of, what their role was. You want to see what person B, when they were invited in, what their problem set was, what their pain points were, and you want to map out everything. And then when you do this, you're then going to be able to locate the top 3 signals across those 5 accounts. You should find common denominators of data points that indicate someone is a great prospect and they're actually going to convert soon. And so you want to see what influenced them to convert in deal stages, in life cycle stages, in lead stages, whatever it may be. You want to find those top 3 signals. And then next, you're obviously going to go find more accounts. You use those top 3 signals. You either try to understand who has already expressed those signals and try to focus your attention on closing them because they fit your ICP. They're going to have a high LTV, a high LTGP. Or you're going to try to guide certain accounts that fit dimensional signals. Maybe they're a good fit from just a data standpoint, but they haven't shown any interest or action, right? More of an account-based approach. And you're going to try to guide them towards showing those signals. So you can either wait patiently for some type of internal event, or you can try to drum up their interest by guiding them how you guided other accounts to show certain signals and get them moving inside of your pipeline. So this is how we're going to reverse engineer the signals. And now you have the methodology to go find and land the biggest, the best prospects that your company is capable for. Once again, this is B2B, and we're assuming that you have somewhat of a product or service market fit, meaning you have a scalable channel that you're getting new business from, inbound or outbound, doesn't matter. And so then you can capitalize on that channel and really drill into what's working. And so I'll just ask you to take one action, please. Share in a company chat if you thought this was useful. That is all. Next videos, we're not going to do a 30-day YouTube sprint review. I duplicated this presentation and I messed up here. So we will be doing a different video. Once again, subscribe on YouTube or via the link in the description. If you want a more formal approach of signals and how you can implement that in your organization, we have a free tool when you sign up in the link in the description. The Signal Constructor tool is going to allow you to pick all of the metrics that are important to you, how you can slice and dice those metrics, the dimensions. You can pick those from drop downs, and then it's going to give you a criteria column and then an action column for your team. So then you know exactly what signals are important to you, what your team is supposed to do, and how they can capitalize on those signals being shown. It's worked great with our clients. People who have downloaded this have given us great feedback on it. Highly encourage you to go get that template. I'm Dan Saavedra from Merger Data. Appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one.